Are you proud of the wellness offerings at your hotel property? Do you want to highlight how your property stands out in providing exceptional wellness experiences for groups? Now is the perfect time to showcase your hotel's wellness initiatives. From serene spas and state-of-the-art fitness centers to nutritious meal options and mindful practices, properties with strong wellness programs not only attract more groups, but also enhance their clients' event outcomes. Why it matters. Movement. Offering various physical activities ensures your attendees are primed to learn. Mindfulness, creating spaces and opportunities for guests to unwind and make meaningful connections. Meals, providing delicious, nutritious meals that cater to diverse dietary needs and fuel neuro performance. Meaning, facilitating meaningful experiences that connect guests to the local culture and community. If your destination excels in these wellness pillars, our teams at Olympian Meeting and Tree Fan Events would love to document and showcase your wellness offerings. Highlighting your property's unique approach to wellness can significantly boost your visibility and appeal to health-conscious travelers. Send Anka P. Trefun or David T. Stevens a direct message to arrange for a call. Let's make wellness a cornerstone of your group's experience. Together, we can inspire others and set a new standard in the hospitality industry. Let's showcase your wellness story to the world.
This is week. Oh, now I'm unmuted. Yay. Good morning. It is week 25 of 25. And I couldn't be more excited that we made it, that it's done, that it's over. This has been a very interesting test of the word I'm looking for is consistency. So I have some guests today I'd like to introduce and bring on stage. I have Anka Trefan and Detective Hong, otherwise known as Daniel Hong, with Street Parking. We got an official Street Parker to join us this morning. And coincidentally enough, on Friday of last week, I got to meet someone. Street Parking has this term called in the wild, when you meet someone organically. Is that you applauding, Anka?
I just had my shaker.
The sales manager from the Flamingo in Sonoma. Last week I was on a FAM in Sonoma, and the sales manager from the Flamingo in Sonoma is a Street Parker. And on her little badge, all the people at the hotel have their name and their and like their interest, and it said CrossFit, and I was like, so do you do CrossFit? And she's like, well, kind of. And I'm like, you do Street Parking? And she goes, oh my God, how'd you know? And we sent Daniel a picture because they know each other as well. And yeah, so Daniel, thanks for joining us. Please introduce yourself and tell the viewers who you are and all that good and where you're joining from.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for inviting me. I'm really impressed that you all have committed to all 25 weeks of the Vault. As many of you know, the Vault is a great consistency tool that helps our members focus on at least showing up once a week, and they know they can always see the daily workout for that Monday of the week written up as the Vault workout. So it's something that the community really finds enjoyment in. Enjoyment, I use that loosely. They're usually more challenging workouts, but myself and my family, the member base, we all really look forward to the Vault every year. We're about to start round 2. So if this is your first time hearing about the Vault, please join us for round 2. We're going to do some exciting the workouts will be refreshed a little bit because we are now going to do a team series. So you can do the workouts with a group or with one other person, and you can do it together to hold each other accountable, to keep your consistency going for the last half of the year, which is crazy to even be talking about right now. But yeah, this year is flying by, and the Vault has made it really fun. I'm a Street Parking coach, so I'm one of the coaches on staff that helps a member base of over 30,000 members, global members. So we have people representing from all over the world. So it's been really cool. We also just got back from our meetup this year in Las Vegas to celebrate the 5th year of the vault as well. And so we got to finish that workout. We did it together on Saturday, but I'm excited to be here to do it again on Monday with you guys.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Daniel. And Anka, this will be is this your second or third one that you're actually doing with me? Because I know you did one with me in
Lake Conroe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely had fun doing the workout. We had some technical difficulties, so that's still debatable if it happened or not, since it didn't make it on a stream the full length of it. And then I feel like I've done another half workout behind the scenes last week, so let's call it 1.5.
Okay, so now this will be 2.5. So I think without any further ado, we should probably get into it. Yeah, so week 25 is the Kraken. Daniel, you wanna walk us through this so
Sure.
that what I'll do is we'll do the Kraken, then we'll do the shift version of it, and then we will jump into the warm up. And I'm here in what might be one of the smallest gyms I've ever been in. Like those are mirrors, so like it's that space between the treadmill and the wall is.
Oh yeah, you're in pretty tight.
So I will be doing all my work right here in this dirty little corner. But, yeah, so let's get into it.
Let's do it. The Kraken. Okay, this is week 25. We're going to start with 20 alternating dumbbell snatches and then 10 dumbbell squats. So 20 and 10, then 18 and 9, 16 and 8. You're going to work yourself all the way down, going down by 2s on the power snatches, and then going down by 1 rep on the dumbbell squats. And then when you finish with 2 snatches and 1 squat, you're going to rest 3 minutes. So hopefully you have something to keep track of your time. And after that 3-minute rest period, then you're going to do it one more time, but going up. So you're going to start with 2 snatches, 1 dumbbell squat, 4 snatches, 2 dumbbell squats. Keep increasing the snatches by 2, increasing the squats by 1 until you finish with 20 snatches, 10 squats, and your workout ends there. You have 2 scores for this workout. You have the time for the first part and then the time for the second part. And the goal is somewhere between 8 to 12 minutes for part 1, going down, and then somewhere between 9 and 13 minutes going up for the second half.
This is
it sounds very enjoyable, as you said.
No, like this is diabolical. If you went up,
man.
If you went 2 and 1 and counted up to 10, and then you took your 10-minute rest or your 3-minute rest, like how I'm projecting more rest, and then you and worked your way down. That's like, you always have that thing of like, okay, I'm fresh, I can work my way up, no problem, and then okay, I'm tired, I can work my way down. But no, this is as much mental as it is physical.
Yes.
So David, are you hitting 50 dumbbells on this one?
50
yeah.
for you. 50
Probably
for you,
not.
David.
Yeah, Anka's going to be using 75.
Oh, shut up. Actually, at home, I only have 10, so I'll be good.
Perfect. No problem.
All right, well, let's go over the other option as well. This is the shift version. If you have a kettlebell handy, or you just don't have the training capacity for that volume. Oh, how heavy is that? How heavy is that?
Those are my kids' like workout gear, so it's 15 pounds. So home.
Well, so this other one is 20 goblet squats. And Daniel, I'd like you to clarify what a goblet squat is, because there's some of us who aren't familiar with that.
Okay, goblet squat.
There's been a debate. There's a huge debate between ply and goblet.
Between what?
A ply squat.
Oh, okay.
And a goblet.
Okay. Yeah. So typically when we do video demonstrations, the goblet squat, you're going to be holding the dumbbell here against your chest. But you can do it however you want. We encourage As you know, Anka, with street parking, there's no hard and fast rules like you have to do it this way or it's not valid or anything like that. We invite anybody who's even in the boat of working on consistency with their fitness, make it work for you. So no
So
problem.
what I
And if
said,
Dave gives you a
which
hard time,
I
if he's going
agree,
to give you a hard time, just
100%.
tell him
Because
that.
I mean, if you're holding a heavy dumbbell
Yes.
here, but you want to hold it a little lower and still do your squats, does that not count?
Oh, sure. That can work.
I never said it didn't count.
I'm just saying, tomato, tomato.
No problem. No problem. So the Kraken, the shift version, not necessarily easier, but just a different version, is going to be 20 gauntlet squats, then 20 overhead swings. And like Dave mentioned, if you have a kettlebell, you can use a kettlebell. If you have a dumbbell, what we suggested for our members at the Las Vegas event is instead of the overhead swings, you can do a hang snatch using a dumbbell or a kettlebell if you want. So you're going to go 20 squats, 20 swings, 15 squats, 15 swings, 10 squats, 10 swings, rest 2 minutes, then do 10 squats, 10 swings, going back up by fives, 15 squats, 15 swings, 20 squats, finishing with 20 swings. And your scores, you'll have 2 for this one as well. The time for part 1, time for part 2. For part 1, somewhere between 5 to 8 minutes. Part 2, somewhere between 6 and 10.
So I heard there's a kid workout too. Can I do that one?
The kids workout. You can
Okay,
do
maybe
anything
not.
you want, you know. We invite you to explore, find the version that works for you.
Yeah. There is a kids one. I didn't screenshot that, but yeah, there is a kids one.
Which is amazing. I mean, just think about it, like getting kids to move. I don't know about your guys, but mine, they love the potato couching.
Yes, it's it's a beautiful thing to see families work out together, and the influence that parents have, even with physical movement, that kids will pick up on. So yeah, we encourage you, if you're able to share what we do at street parking with any young people, more power to you. That's great stuff.
Thank you. Well, let's get into this.
Okay, well, I guess we should start with our movement, our warm-up, shall we?
Let's do it.
I'm going to cue some music here real quick.
Yes, please.
Just gotta. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. So we're going to start with 30 skip. So I'm just going to grab a little dumbbell for that. I'm going to go ahead and make sure you start to watch, otherwise we'll work out. And skip overs, it's going to be pretty straightforward. It's 30. Here we're going to do a goblet squat hold for 30 seconds. Oh, I feel like the older I get, the tougher these are to hold. Okay, we got 10 seconds left. Three, two, one. All right. 10 bootstrappers. You're going to do a toe touch, then drop your hips. And then your knees. Five, 8, 9, 10. Oh, what's next? Okay, now we have single arm deadlifts and then presses. So you're going to take that dumbbell or a lighter dumbbell if you have it. I guess it's up to you, right? You can use whatever dumbbell you're going to use. So when you drop that front arm, Daniel, and you're welcome to critique this, when you drop that weight down, you're going to want your leg that you're not using to come off unless you can't balance and keep it on the ground. But single leg. There you go. And switch sides. It's a strict press. Single arm press. Bring that weight. Switch. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, standing roll-ups and then halos. That's in yoga terms, that's a forward fold, right? Nice big up and down. Back up. Three, 4, and 5. Okay, halos are pretty straightforward. So the top half. I tend to do 3 in a row on the one side and on the other side. But you hold that weight in front of you, and then you bring it around your head and your face. 2. And what you're going to want to do is go deep out of the way. This is actually warming up your shoulders. Okay. 3 on each side. 5 goblet good mornings, and then 10 goblet squats. Feel free to hold that lower if you want.
I think I'll be fine. This is just 15.
And then you just you hinge at the hips, right?
I don't know what you do.
So it's a goblet.
Oh, it's a good morning. I see.
And that's where you're just going to hinge the hips. You want to use a lighter weight because.
Just for the record, Daniel, when I'm doing those plie squats, it's 150 pounds. So
nice.
Try to hold that at your chest.
I love it.
David.
Okay, 5 of those, and then it's going to be 10 goblet squats. Unusual. If you're awake, get comfortable with it. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, for my swings, what I do is actually just a single dumbbell. I do 15 on each arm. I use something lighter though. Very straightforward, it's just a swing up. 2, 3.
And don't let go of the dumbbell. You might destroy some monitors or meters. You know when you see those funny reels and people do all kinds of crazy shit?
13, 14, 15. All right, switch. Five left. Okay. All right, Daniel, since this is what, the third time you've done this workout, right? And well, because you did it on Friday, right? For the live?
We did it on, no, we did it Saturday with everybody in Vegas.
So you've only done it once so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you do the dumbbell version or the kettlebell version, or which version did you do?
I did barbell version.
Okay, which we aren't doing today. So
yeah, I'm definitely gonna do. I'm good with shift.
Do we want to do? Should we do shift? I mean, I can always do this version next time.
What's shift?
Shift is this one.
The 20-15-10. I think that's perfect.
Yeah. I think I want to do the dumbbell only because I don't have a heavy enough goblet, like for the goblet. And I feel like the other one would work me out better.
Just go faster.
That's silly. Like, I want to do heavier.
See your face.
Like, bodybuilders don't do faster. We just go at our own pace. We go heavy.
It says that's what cardio is. You just lift weights faster.
Oh, no, I have no time left for cardio.
Okay. All right. So we're going to do shift or, yeah. So it's 20 goblet squats, 20 overhead swings. So
guys, why do you have to be majority? I don't like it.
We have a guest, okay?
Fine. All right. Lead the way, Detective Hong.
Let's do it. Okay.
So can you walk us through how to do a proper swing with I have a 50-pound dumbbell.
Oh my gosh, you're really going to do 50 pounds. I was just kidding, by the way.
So for the swings, I like to hold the dumbbell like this.
Okay.
And obviously make sure you have a tight grip on it. And you're just going to start from
like small little midget hands or little hands with short sausage.
Start from a standing position. Yeah, you're going to, yep, you got it. Push your hips back, reach overhead.
So this is important not to let go of that dumbbell because you're damaging something.
Please do not let it go.
I only have several monitors in front of me, so I'm like, I still need them.
Please.
Awesome. Okay.
All right.
I feel like a baby with the 16-pound dumbbell, kettlebell.
All right, let's do this, okay?
Shall we get into it?
You gonna set a timer?
Oh, you have timer on here? Nice.
No, I have
Well, he has a timer on his phone.
Yeah, I can do it on my phone.
Same. So it's 20, 15, 10, and then rest for 2 minutes.
Yes.
And then 10, 15, 20. Okay.
Let's do this.
All right, we're gonna put the music up high here so we can get ourselves energized. Are we ready?
All right. I'm going to do a 10-second countdown. Are we ready?
Oh,
Yep.
You got a timer, Dave?
Yeah, I got a timer.
Okay, great.
All right.
All right, let's die.
Let's do it.
Seconds. 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
All right. Whew. How's everyone feeling?
I'm not done yet.
Ready for another one?
I'm starting my round of 10s right now.
Same.
David has gotten some gas. Wait, did you guys rest for 2 minutes already?
No, I haven't.
You're going straight to the 10 goblet squats?
No,
That's the last round.
I'm still
Oh, your
finishing.
last one. Sorry. I guess I was faster. With my 15 baby kettlebell. It is fun to watch you guys suffer. Okay, let's see. Let's look at David. Like, he means business right now. Try not to kill anyone. And look at Daniel. He means business too. These guys are serious. Almost there. Come on, Daniel. I'm acting cheerleader right now.
I need to work on my.
I guess my internet just froze.
My lower back. Not
Oh
happy.
yeah, this definitely gets the low back.
So if you do have a lower back injury, Danielle, is there a way to do Is there a modification on how to do this?
Yeah, I would say if you have low back issues, my first line of defense against that would be squatting to a target, which means you would squat so that you're not going too far down, which will then,
squat to a box or something.
A box, a bench, a chair, couch seat, whatever you can sit on. And then for the swings, instead of doing a hinge from your hips, I would just do like a curl to a press. I think it's sufficient. Yeah. I would, as much as possible when you have a low back injury, to try to remove the dynamic piece of a movement. Yeah.
Okay, we have
Good
about
advice.
40 seconds left.
Okay, get into the second one.
Let's do this.
All right.
Yeah, which Anka, you probably should have already started. We're done so early.
That's right. Okay, let's get this music going.
30 seconds. All right, Daniel, we got 15. That's 10.
Thanks, David. Good job, guys. You got this.
We're going to throw some science at everyone that's watching. The reason why you're doing this because you really want to increase your anterior mid-cingulate cortex. And then you want to make sure that you're not just gritting your teeth and powering through, but you're developing motivation and your willpower to just sticking with the workout even when it's hard. Let's see what David is doing. Look at him.
Let's go, David.
Push through, David. Almost there. Almost
Can't grit my
there.
teeth because I need to breathe.
Well, for anyone that doesn't know, the brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, which is acting as the miracle grow for the brain, that is also strengthening your memory and cognitive functions. Did you know that, Daniel?
I did not know that.
Did they teach you that at street parking?
No. We don't claim to be neuroscientists.
I think there's something to be said about the science behind fitness,
Oh yeah,
the science behind all the things and the benefits that you're getting
absolutely.
when you're engaging your body. I know for me personally, in so many ways, you know, fitness, bodybuilding has really not just saved my life from a health perspective, you know, just lowering my cholesterol levels, which were always kind of genetically super high. And after being consistent for 2-3 years, I was actually curious about it. And I decided to do a blood check. And then lo and behold, I've never had my cholesterol level that low ever in my entire life. And I've been, you know, many times before skinny fat, as they call it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you think that you're healthy just because you're not, you know, heavy or you're not overweight or whatever. But it doesn't mean your heart is healthy.
Sure.
So I just saw a study this morning. If I can get it out.
Excuse me, guys. I'm gonna check my daughter 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
Sure, go
no
ahead.
worries. About muscle mass and being diabetic / pre-diabetic. You can be very trim and be at risk from type 2 diabetes.
Yeah. And I have
Muscle
actually,
mass. Muscle mass
I
is
know
what changes
friends.
that.
yeah. Because I have friends
Resistance.
that are looking very thin and skinny, and by all outside presumptions, you think they're healthy, right? But they're diabetic. Type 2 diabetes doesn't care if you're skinny or not.
Yeah, I think there's this misconception that type 2 diabetes has something to do with your weight. It's really about your body's ability to process sugar. That's why resistance training and muscle mass is so critical. And I think that's one of the things that people also need to understand about semaglutide, or the skinny shot that everyone's talking about, is
well, it's only skinny if you take it for the rest of your life. So just
right.
keep that in
Well,
mind.
besides the fact that I can't remember what the study said, something like 80 or 90% of the people gained all the weight back that they lost while they were on it. But on top
And
of that, you're not just losing fat, you're losing muscle mass at the same time because you just eat less. So if instead you resistance train, doesn't matter, high rep, low weight, but if you don't want to get big, which is sounds like it's so easy to do.
I wish it was. I mean, if it wasn't that easy, working out 6 times a week and lifting heavy, I mean, I would be so close to my goals in no time. So close.
The point being is, regardless of how you lift, as long as you do some type of resistance training, band, TRX, lightweight, high reps, heavyweight, low reps, whatever, and eat in a calorie deficit, that's how you lose body fat.
Right. Nutrition is huge for sure.
Yeah.
But also, let's talk about how also protein. I think, didn't Arnold just come up with a study recently about the importance of protein? And it doesn't matter the source and it doesn't matter the timing, as long as you get your protein in, your daily intake. And there's different formulas as to, how much protein you should get based on what's your weight, and also based on what your goal is. But it's so important to be able to maintain, and then if you want to grow that muscle mass, to be able to do that.
Yeah. I just noticed we had comments. Hi, Hillary. Sorry about us ignoring you. We are on YouTube and LinkedIn, but thank you for joining. And somebody said, who said they were old?
I don't know. Did you say that you're old?
I don't know. Somebody said they're old, apparently.
Well,
I felt my low back felt old during that. That's for sure.
Oh, I think that's what you said. Welcome back, Daniel. Is everything
Thank
good?
you. All good.
Awesome.
All good. How would you guys think of that workout?
My lower back hated it.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I definitely put my glutes into it for sure.
Absolutely.
I think I use too much of my low back in my kettlebell swings. I think that's what gets me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to keep my chest more upright during the swings as well. I try to lower my hips down, get some power from the legs.
Yeah.
When your low back gets fatigued, it's one of those things, you guys know, you just have to wait. There's no you can't really power through it. You're kind of limited by how much you like your back.
That's why that second half took me 6 minutes.
But I will tell you something about lower back, like training your lower back and your muscles around your lower back. I had an injury about 10, 12 years ago where I had a freak accident, rollover, and I couldn't literally walk for 6 to 8 months.
What?
I was in, physical therapy and all of that. And ever since then, obviously the recovery to health was a long recovery. But the only thing that held me was working out my lower back muscles so I can sustain now any type of, activity that requires movement.
Yes.
Without that, and when I get inactive for one reason or another, especially, during COVID, we had all of that, what is happening with our life kind of moment.
Yes.
My lower back pain comes back. That for me is the signal that I need to get active again, because I need to strengthen, constantly work my muscles, my lower back muscles, to support my trunk so I can be able to be functioning.
Absolutely. Wow. Yeah.
That always happens to me when I haven't been doing hanging stuff. If I haven't been doing pull-ups or toes to bar or knees to elbow or anything where I hang,
Interesting.
my lower back gets tight fast.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know anything about our line of work, Daniel, but we do get to walk a lot and be on our feet many, many days on event sites. And being on your feet is not necessarily a good thing when you're static, right? So
Yes, I agree.
on a long day, 14-hour day where you're on your feet, your lower back is the first one that starts screaming.
Sure.
And then your feet, if you have shoes that don't accommodate, a lot of walking. But to be able to be on your feet for that long and just keep doing, 20, 30,000 steps on a daily basis when you're on that, on that event site. And some of those floors are concrete floors,
Sure.
horrible for your back, for your
All
walking
that
and all
impact
that.
going straight into your back. Yeah.
Yeah, this
Knees.
is why you need training.
Absolutely. I agree. 100%. You guys are doing a great work. And just educating and also showing, being living proof of it. It's one thing to just pull facts and being like, here's what you should be doing for XYZ reasons. It's yeah. We all know that. But when you guys are showing the application of it and the benefits that come from it, I mean, it's that is just sound proof right there.
I was talking to CMO of this event registration company, and she was a former D1 collegiate swimmer. And we said events are a team sport, and if you don't train going into an event, you're going to suffer. So because they're long ass days. They're game days, right? It's long, and it's intense.
And you're on. You have to be mentally, emotionally. You got to be on. And if like your low back and your knees are screaming at you, you're not going to be able to really be at your peak performance.
No, because I mean, who has fun being in pain, right?
Absolutely.
Like any discomfort is gonna obviously chip at your mood, at your mental state, at your ability to have patience with some of people that we all know you need more patience than others.
Sure. That's so interesting. I noticed that with my, sometimes like if I stupidly don't warm up enough for a workout, or if I overdo it and I'm really sore or in pain. And then when I come home from work and my daughter is, like you said, like she demands a little bit more patience.
Yeah. And
I can notice that in my that shift in my head where it's like, I'm about to like lose a circuit right now. I'm about to blow a fuse. And that becomes where other days it's like, that doesn't cross my mind, where I have the space and the mental capacity to be like, hey, bring yourself down first before you say or do something that you're going to regret. So it's like my what do they call it? Like your elasticity for patience is very taut when you're in pain.
I think David struggles with his cats. Like the same way we have our kids, he has his cats to keep him on his toes.
And what I'm struggling with right now, and for those of you that are street parkers, are going to understand this pain, is this right here.
What is that? Did you not complete your timing? What is that?
No, it's how many workouts I logged. It's 23 out of 25, which means I forgot 25? To put in. So there's been 25 weeks of this. I forgot.
Well, on that, I just wanted to shout out to David for sticking with it for 25 weeks. When he first proposed this idea of doing 25 weeks of workouts live, I thought he's mad. I'm like, that there's no way you're gonna pull this off. Also knowing that, a lot of us travel for events. I mean, I think, did you do a tally how many out of those 25 workouts you were actually not in your home garage, in your comfort zone?
I'd say probably half.
Okay.
I think more than half. I think it might have been more than half.
That's really impressive. That's commitment right there.
Exactly. Yeah. So for anyone that's like, hey, I have excuses why I shouldn't do it, just memo.
Yeah.
If people on the go,
I'll send you this playlist on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I might try to send in an override of like, I know it's not in the app, but I did record them in the stream 25.
You get yourself your badge of honor.
I mean, I do have video proof. It was documented.
Please do send him like some kind of a certificate of achievement.
Yes,
that David Stevens has completed the vault.
We'll find a participation award for you, David.
That's right, David.
That's hurtful. That is like, as a Xennial and more on the Gen X side, like offering me a participation trophy is about as close to a PG middle finger as you possibly could.
No, if there's anyone that's like an advocate and just like a great example for fitness at the top of the priority list in their life, it's got to be David. Yeah.
This makes us better at what we do.
Yeah.
And that's why I want to see our industry prioritize our own self-care.
Goodness.
So that we can all just get better at what we do.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, any last words, David and Daniel, before we end the stream? Because you can always chit-chat over a can of, I don't know, pre-workout or post-workout.
No, I just want to say thank you guys, seriously, for using the vault as a tool to drive your guys' consistency. And you both are obviously already have that consistency with your backgrounds. But as an example for other people of what consistency can look like, because I feel like the majority of people would expect perfection. And one thing that we know with our experience is that that does not exist. And so if you're expecting perfection, you're going to be waiting for a very long time. But instead, if you can commit to just showing up and doing the work to the best of your ability that day, not comparing yourself to another day when you had better circumstances or ideal, settings or anything like that, but just showing up for yourself that day and challenging yourself, pushing yourself to be better. You guys have been a great example of that. And to anybody that's connected with you guys in your business, I mean, I think they're super lucky. So great job, you guys.
You.
Great job.
Thank you for joining us, Daniel. David,
Absolutely.
any last words?
No, just do something, and nothing is more important than yourself.
That's
when
it.
it comes to taking care of yourself.
That's it.
Future-minded, is there any vault in the future that you might be thinking of doing again?
Well,
or you're not this year?
It starts over again, which is obviously an opportunity to, if you are one of those performance-related individuals that wants to retest and see how you did. Let's say I'm home instead of on the road last time. That's one of the great things is in the app, it shows your previous score and it shows which version you did, right? So like when I'm home next time, I might do a barbell version of it or whatever. But I think what it really comes down to is just making the time to take care of yourself so that you can show up for everyone else.
Yeah.
And what we at Olympian Meetings are going to do moving forward is we're going to probably start exploring all the various modalities of other kinds of wellness, because that's what this is. This was my initiative to hold myself accountable and show that it doesn't matter what the circumstances are, you can always make the time to do something, however varied it is. But now we're probably gonna have some fun with it, and we're gonna do some meditations and some yoga and some somatic breath work, and we have this incredible list of practitioners that we partner with on all of our various events. And so we're going to start showcasing them probably the second half of the year and just expose people to things that they may have never experienced before. We're probably going to do even a sound bath at some point, but I will tell you right now, we're going to launch that with plenty of time. There's a fun thing about sound baths is they don't have the same effect if you listen to them with headphones as you do with a speaker, because a big benefit of sound baths is the vibrations actually reverberating physically through your body, those sound waves moving through your body. So if you listen to them on headphones, you're only getting those vibrations through your eardrum.
You're getting a stereo image versus like this multi-dimensional image.
Exactly. It's a 2D versus 3D basically. So yeah, we're going to explore a whole bunch of things, and I think if people are interested in showcasing what they offer, they should let us know. And yeah, it's going to be a fun second half of the year. And I think this may become a first half of the year tradition that we do this again next year, and do all 25 weeks again.
I love it. Do it all over again.
Yep.
Awesome.
Okay. Awesome.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much for being part of this, Daniel, and thank you, David, for sticking with it. And for everyone that's joined us, you can always go back and redo it or just laugh at David doing it, because that's also
all the videos are on YouTube, so you can go watch and see me in a variety of circumstances.
Very cool. Thank you guys. Have a great rest of your day.
Thanks everybody.
Bye.
Bye.